Totnes in South Devon is a place where people really value their local businesses, especially when it comes to shopping. But there was one thing that residents here couldn't source locally until now: their electricity. Now a group of residents have formed a club to buy power locally and save money. Their power source is Totnes Hydroelectric Power Plant on the River Dart. It's run by Pete Keibel.
So this is a hydropower turbine. As water passes down the turbine, it rotates, and that energy is converted to electricity.
The turbine was opened by a renewables company in 2016 to supply sustainable energy to a local factory and school. But when they're not using it, there's electricity to spare. How much power is generated?
It's about 350, 400 kilowatts, enough for a few hundred houses.
In the past, regulations meant the plant could only sell the spare power back into the grid. But now it's possible to keep it in the community if you set up a club to distribute it to people connected to the town's substation. Now, to get the benefits of all this lovely power, you need to be an energy user in Totnes, and you need to be a member of the Energy Local Club. Energy Local Totnes was set up by a group of residents to let locals benefit from the spare electricity. It has 23 members so far, with plans to expand to 200. The club's run by Sally Morrell-Smith.
The whole point of this club is to reduce people's bills and to encourage the growth of local renewables and to support the local economy.
Because the club charges its members less than the big companies for local power, they're already making savings. How much were you paying before?
So previously I was paying about 24 pence per kilowatt hour, and now when there are local renewables generating, I'm paying 15 pence, between 30 to 40% less.
To join, members must be connected to the same substation as the hydro. Currently, that includes 5,000 households. Members get a dashboard to show where their electricity is coming from. If there's not enough locally from the hydro, the club switches to an external electricity supplier, but their power is more expensive. So what are these yellow bits here?
The yellow bits are when there is no hydro available.
So to keep saving, members have to decide when to turn on their big appliances, something club members Al and Joe have been doing, using the dashboard on their phone.
How are we looking?
We are in the green. So right now we're clear to use hydro.
It's amazing.
Is there anything that you do differently now?
Sometimes I've been like, I'll spend an extra 20 minutes in the gym, or we've stayed for an extra pint in the pub and been like, we'll have the frozen pizza after 8 because we know that the electricity will be cheaper then.
What a great excuse. There are now 13 Energy Local clubs across the country, but Totnes is the first that will add multiple generators. They're starting by buying excess power from this solar array, built by a local business owner, but will soon include solar panels on members' roofs.
As we add new generators, we can add more customers, and solar and hydro complement each other. In the winter, there's more rainfalls, and in the summer, you have the solar.
Some of the newest members are Mandy and Mark Burton, who share a busy house with daughter Alice and son Bill. They're just discovering how the club can help them save.
So you can get smart plugs, so you just plug something in like the car, and then when there's energy available at a low tariff, it will charge up for you. Definitely about carbon reduction and cost saving, and you're just more in control.
By balancing when they use their power, the club members have made sure nearly all the power they used was made in Totnes.
96% of the power in the last month came from the hydro, which means that 96% of the money that people spent on energy went back into the local economy.
Wow, that hydro is really paying you back.
Yeah, lots of cheap energy.